Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm back with another K-drama to see. Have you already seen it? And if not, is this something that you would check out? So before we get into this video, you already know the drill. Like this video, follow me for more, and share this with someone you know that would be into K-dramas and would potentially check it out. Okay, so let's get into it. The name of today's K-drama is called Our Unwritten Soul. I'm sorry that it did take me a couple days to, record my TikTok, but I did take notes. So if you see my eyes kind of going like this, I am reading my notes, okay? So let's get into it. So this K-drama is about a set of twins navigating through life while feeling like they're living below their expectations for where they expected to be in life. These sisters live completely opposite lives. Yumiji was an athlete that got injured in school, and she felt she never got to accomplish any of her dreams. And she's technically unemployed, but she works odd jobs throughout the year to make a living. And during the entire time, she's still living in their hometown, which is Dusonri. Now, on the other hand, her twin sister, Yumire, is seen as the more accomplished twin that got hired for a public corporation in Seoul, so they kind of view her as more successful. One day, Yumiji, after talking to her friend Lee Hosu, she realizes that something may be wrong with her sister, and so she plans a trip to Seoul to see her sister and to kind of assess the situation. During a coffee shop conversation with her sister, she kind of realizes that her sister is talking crazy. After she gets up to go to use the bathroom, when she returns, she finds that her sister is not there. So she gets to thinking, like, what were the last things that she was saying? And that's when it hits her, oh, my sister was pretty much talking about how she could hurt herself, almost to the verge of like unaliving, but not unaliving herself. She decides, let me trace back my steps and see if I can find my sister. And upon doing so, she runs and she essentially catches her sister prepping to jump out of her own apartment window and is able to grab onto her. But unfortunately for the two of them, they both tumble out of the window onto like some bedded sheets and some cushions that it seems the sister had laid out in anticipation for this fall. After, they tumble out of the window, they essentially go to the hospital to get checked out, and that's when Yumiji learns that Mire's work environment is extremely hostile and she's currently the victim of workplace bullying. Yumiji offers to trade places with her twin to allow her to cope mentally and get back to normal, while she discreetly figures out what is happening inside her actual work life that Miji believes should be easy and hassle-free. While living as her sister in Seoul, she runs into her childhood friend Ihosu, and Michi must essentially do her best to not be discovered by him or the work office. Now, Ihosu accidentally lets it slip, unbeknownst to Miji, about Mire's sexual harassment case. Now, Miji is unable to ask her sister, so she finds herself trying to dig in, but realizes her sister is completely alone in the company, with a target on her back, essentially. Now, on the other hand, Mire is working odd jobs in place of Miji in their hometown while living with her mom and trying not to be discovered. Now, the mom seems to be trying to urge, Mire, who's Miji, to go and visit their grandmother because typically Miji takes care of the grandmother. And so Mire is hesitant to go because the grandma is one of the very few people in their lives that was ever able to identify the twins upon just looking at them. Hey, you're Miji. Hey, you're Mire. And she was always right. As everything is going on in that office, Yumiji essentially finds herself taking on assignments accidentally because she didn't read the file that her sister had left behind of who to avoid in office and who will pretend to be nice to her but genuinely hates her. And so she finds herself getting wrapped up in a web of a mess, which for a job that she's completely unqualified for, trying her best in every which shape or form that she can to not get her sister fired, but to uncover what is going on and why her sister is, to that point mentally. So you essentially just have to watch this to see what Miji is able to uncover about her sister's work life, the case, all while trying to keep a low profile. And now, obviously, as I had mentioned it before, it's a lot more easier said than it is done because she did accidentally sign her sister up for one of the hardest jobs. So yeah, this was a great watch. It was extremely emotional, and I will admit that one sister's life was more interesting to me than the other, but the entire show was good. It's really short too. It's only about like 12 episodes. If you've already seen it, definitely let me know in the comments how you felt about it, and if you haven't seen it, definitely let me know if this is something that you would check out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Okay, thanks, bye.